back to...
Sit fuck. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back to my channel. In this episode of Drunkpoetes, I have my lovely friend Christopher here. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. This is the first take.
be.
This is totally the first take.
Totally like the third, because I'm
think that.
kind of a mess.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Just fucking pretend adults. Right.
But for the question for this episode is, if the word con is the opposite of pro, then is Congress the opposite of progress?
There you go. Is Congress okay? So now I have to answer this, right?
I mean, like 5 times to say
It's
that.
all good. There's a lot of shit in there. Okay. You're saying if, or is it given that that pro is the opposite of con? I mean, obviously.
Given.
It's given. Yeah. All right. I'm thinking Euclidean language is stupid.
You have pro and you have con.
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb.
But Congress is supposed to be like a
Yeah,
conference,
productive.
like a seminar in a
Yeah.
way.
But it's not in actuality. It's fucking yeah.
And in seminar, you make progress to understand.
Yeah. Is the word Congress the opposite of progress? The short answer is yes. And do you want me to like elaborate on that, or is
Yeah,
it
of
theoretical? Okay, man. Fucking how are you gonna get? Okay, let me. So this is I can only speak from an American Congress perspective, right? Because this is I'm good
Are you
old
American? That's
I am
the first
American, dude.
question.
I am American, man. I'm a good corn-fed Midwestern boy, dude.
Wow.
From the Great Lakes state. Fuck Ohio, you know.
He's actually from Thailand.
Totally, man. Totally. But okay, Congress, the opposite of progress. So in our, I don't know, and this is sort of a very cliche thing to say, but it seems as if the political game, right? It's not. They're not there for us, right? They're there to get. That's a job to them. And if you can be a good cat, if you can be a good fat cat in a good slick suit, you can just get up there and talk shit, and that's what they do. Well, you know, like I think it was like in the 1950s, like the fat cats in slick suits, the guys like smoking cigars. Or no, it's from the Great Depression, I think. Don't fucking quote me. I don't know anything. But the
I think you know a lot.
I know whatever.
Why do you think I asked you?
I don't know, man. I'm very confused as to why I'm here. I just like being in your dorm room. Are we supposed to let them know that this is a dorm room? Or
It
is this...
could be. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's not, man. I'm fucking lying to the audience right here. We're fucking in New York City. They don't even know.
Jesus Christ.
We're on the moon.
We're in purgatory.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense. Anyhow, okay, so American Congress. I mean, I remember growing up as a kid, my parents would have like the news channel on, and it would just be the same guy in the fucking box, just a talking head going and fucking this, and it depended on who was
The guy
president.
was white, yes.
Yeah, dude, man's was white. Gringo as hell, man. I'm trying, yeah. I think Gringo will catch. I think that has the possibility to catch. It has enough like good like consonants and like Gringo, you know. I don't. Okay, all right.
Is the same guy a con?
It's the same, huh?
You said it's the same guys. If that's like bad.
No, because they're all the same ilk, and I'm not trying to. I mean, it's difficult whenever you make a paint with a broad brush anywhere. People here will disagree with me, but this is just my perspective. Like I can be wrong, right? You're asking me, so you know what I'm gonna say. I don't know, man. It seems as if that politics is not for the people; it is rather for the individual, for the politician. Because it doesn't matter what. I don't think they really care. It's only they're gonna say whatever they need to say to get them in office. And if you get reelected every 4 years, and you spend like 2 of those, I know no specifics. I'm uneducated in this, whatever. This is completely based in gut feeling.
Educated.
No, I'm not. This is based in gut feeling and fucking like an adolescent perspective on some shit I don't understand. But this is what I see. So it's I don't know, man. If you're supposed to, okay, for the president, but we're talking. Should I stick to Congress or should I just talk about the political system? Congress. Okay. So Congress. That's the. There's the Senate and the House of Representatives, so I can talk about both, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to the Congress, right? So, and the way I think America, especially the Congress was supposed to be, fucking get back to the founding father. I'm joking. But the way it was supposed to work, right, is that like you have like population-based representation, right? So if like California's got like 1 billion fucking people, they have more representatives in like the House of Representatives, and then Senate, it's like 2 apiece, like across the board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that works if people care and if people aren't fucking busy. Like, I think the American system would work in terms of, like, the legislative branch, right? Like, representatives, if you could hold people accountable for this. But it's fucking, there's too much. There's too much going on, there's too many people, and it's too easy to lie. And there's not, but that's also just, like, human nature. But, I don't know, man. Is Congress the opposite? Let me go back to the question. So, is Congress the opposite of progress? Well, I think what the Congress is okay. Now I have an answer to your question because I'm not going to go up.
We haven't defined progress.
Progress is the opposite of stagnance, but that's not a good enough definition. So progress is the painful transition into something for the better or for the worse. But because it's gonna nothing, no change.
Progress is painful.
No, I'm not saying. You said we have to define progress, right?
Is it painful?
Well, let me substitute painful as.
I thought it was helpful.
It can be helpful, but
Like a cure almost.
Huh?
It's like a cure.
No, because I don't think. Maybe I'm thinking about it in a different context. But if I'm talking about progress in terms of society, like a societal progress, not everyone's on board all the time with every. There will never be complete like alignment of ideology with people. That's why we have all these political systems in order. Unless you're a fucking tyrant, then it's whatever I say. But we live in America, and we all supposedly have a stake in the matter. But another discussion. So to progress is to like have to, and one way it's persuasion, and it's another way it's I can't use my elementary school teacher. I still fucking shout out to, I want to say Miss Jepson.
It's your time.
Yeah,
Shout them out.
Shout. Oh
Hi,
yeah.
Miss Jepson.
I think it's Miss Jepson. It could be. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not a good. I wasn't. I'm not. I would be shitty at the Grammys. I'm like, thanks everybody who thought fucking. Not
This
that.
is the Grammys.
This
This
is
is the Grammys for questions.
Yeah, fuck award shows. Just, I don't know, man. But, okay, let me stay on topic, goddammit. We gotta stay on topic here, alright? There's no time to fuck around, man. We're dying.
We're at the Grammys. Right?
We're dying, yeah, we're at the fucking Grammys right now, man. Okay, so, what is the definition of progress? Well, if con is the opposite of pro. So should we define pro and con first before we define the extension of those words?
Could.
Okay, because I think you have to start from the stem, right? You have to be in agreement, because progress has to be we have to like see con as the first step, and then we can define cog. Well, what are they? This book is fucked with my head, by the way.
What is that?
It's
Mino.
Mino, yeah. It's.
I never read Mino.
No, that's okay, man. It's not actually. I think you should still. It's like I don't read books, but they tell me to read this book. I'm like, all right, I'm reading it. Shit, my brain's going. We don't understand it, but it feels like food, you know.
What does he say about progress?
Fuck, I'm on page like 17, man. I don't know. You don't ask me to summarize this. I can't. Yeah, it's fucking so convoluted. It's not convoluted, but it feels convoluted. I don't know. Topic at hand.
I think I can define pro. Pro is to proceed.
To proceed.
To go forward with something.
Oh, to go forward. Yes.
Whereas con is to go back. Or to hinder.
To hinder, I'd say would be a better definition, because to hinder, if we could use hinder as stagnance and progress is like just changing direction, or like to proceed, that's a good word as well, because it may go in the wrong direction, but at least it's changing. Progress is change, for the better, for the worse, right?
So con can be pro.
The con of something is to hinder. I think that's a great King Kong, dude. Yeah, he's quite a hindrance on that. I've never seen King Kong, man. I just know the reference. You can get away with that in society. I know.
I've never seen King Kong.
No, man. There's a lot of things I haven't seen, you know? Fucking, I don't know. Anyhow. So, yeah. So con is to hinder, or to stagnate, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then pro is to just proceed in whichever direction, whether that turns out to be good or bad, and whatever the fuck you think by that. So, Congress is, so that's why I think that's a good way that con is stagnance. Because I think Congress is there not to make anything better, but just to preserve what we have. You know, it's because at the end of the day, they're not like doing anything. Like nothing new just happens. Like there's America, and I feel like we're on this decline, but everyone says like for decades we're like, oh, America's on decline. But I don't know. I feel like the government is there to just try to sort of not make anything better, but keep it together. You know, just to keep it all together. It's structure. So and progress inherently is against its nature. It's there to be unchanging and to be, although it says like, oh yeah, amendments and all this shit, but I think, again, I know fucking nothing. I'm not a political. I don't read. I don't listen to people. This is all just coming off. Man's asked me a question. I'm gonna give him a response.
Well, wouldn't con be changing as well?
Well, no. Didn't we just define Congress as well? If we're looking at it as the word or the actuality, because we're trying to connect our definition of the word to the practice of what Congress is in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for that specific example. So. Yeah, I think it's to keep stagnant and to preserve rather than to change, you know, or to proceed. Con, yeah, to Congress, right? And progress is, I don't think there's much room for progress in politics. I really don't. There's room for individual progress.
For change.
There is, but I think that comes out. I think that's societal, and like a society imposes change upon this, because like it's supposedly supposed to be there for us. Us meaning like the not the feds, not the G-men, us civilians, you know. Us just fucking
I thought you were from Thailand though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot, man. I don't even have.
Thank you guys for watching. We did not come to an answer, but there will be a part 2. If you like this content, please subscribe and go check out drunkpoet.com. And thank you guys for watching. I love you all very much.
You don't love
Any
them.
last
You don't
words?
love them. Why are you saying you love them? No, you don't love them. You don't. They don't. You don't know these people. Don't fucking cave to this shit. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. I don't know who you are. You're a stranger. But this is a one-sided. Like fuck you to the audience then?
I could leave like a blooper.
A blooper.
Is it
It's
called a blooper?
Blubber. Just from
Blubber.
now on, it was
Jiggly.
blooper. Jiggly. Yeah.
Corn.
Corn.